With that thing inside the cave, it's impossible to search for rocks by myself. In that case, why don't you come with us? We can't always just search for rocks after all. Literally her job. Join me, Nita, and I will make your rocks the greatest in Korodai, or else you will die. Well, this town was useless, just like every other town, so off we go. That's a dead end. That's a battle. So is he using, like, a rapier? Really looks more like a foil that he has than like a fighting sword.
I mean, you can stab somebody with a rapier.
It's not what he's doing. That's not the, not what his animation suggests is happening.
He's just beating people over the head then, I guess.
He's using a rapier as a blunt instrument.
Exactly.
Look, Rosso may not be very wise, but he gets shit done, okay? It's our Rose Bear. Okay. What's going on up here, then? I feel like I've already been to this town, because this is like where I started. This could not look less familiar to me. Oh, it's Fahrenheit. First infantry zone, Farron.
First infantry zone, huh?
Yep, you heard. I want to learn. Oh, that's right. This is where you go. Are we the baddies? I want to learn new demonic magic. I'm trying to learn a new witchcraft. I came all the way to Farron for hat. For hat. For a witch's hat. Uh-oh. I smell timeout.
Hooray!
It's called the birthplace of super magic, so it must be amazing. No, it's a lie.
Super magic.
I remember super magic, and super magic is just the same as demon magic. What did I do wrong that... So, like, I pressed the button to clear the screen, and that's taking forever. Like, that shouldn't happen. What did I screw up big time here? They say it's the birthplace of super magic, so that must be something amazing. There must be something amazing here. Yeah, probably not, though. Oh, yeah, here's Tunisia. My son left saying he wants to become a full-fledged merchant, and he hasn't returned since. He was only a partially fledged merchant before. It's been 3 years, and I haven't heard anything. A fledgling merchant, exactly. And then I haven't heard anything from him. I haven't heard anything from you in 3 years. Jeez, Mom. It's true that parents don't know what their children are thinking. I used to say that parents don't care about their hearts.
Wow.
Good translation. 10 out of 10 work, Google Translate. Here's Santa. Hi, Santa. Zabet! I also made a name for myself as a marshal back in the day. I used to play as a marshal. A marshal is a specialist in super magic for no obvious reason. Why do we use that term? We're morons. Doesn't make a lick of sense, does it? Oh yeah, this is the two-name shop. Well, that's nothing interesting. You have a face that I don't recognize around here.
Look at the two different names.
Watch them be the same this time. Glorav or Grolab. I see. Are you by any chance a Harudash? Or Haldash? Yeah, we remember this conversation from the other perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe even from this perspective. That's not your name? Oh, never mind. It's not about your name. Harudash refers to the people of Novell in the northwest. Yeah. They're great. They're amazing. Maybe we should go to the northwest. Means northern ruffians, in short, and that's what they are called. Oh, interesting. Hall, northern dash. So, like, the Google Translate did a better
job. It's closer to direct.
Yeah. The comparison is more interesting than the the terribleness of Google Translate on its own. Just like the different choices they make. Actually, you know what that island thingy calls to me? Let's go die on an island. Translation error. I don't know what the hell happened there. Oh, it's struggling. Oh, it's struggling. There's the
Struggle
dono
bus.
temple. I'm not even going to bother getting the ChatGPT translation of that. I don't see any reason to do so. So I think that when it times out, it manages to display quickly, but doesn't actually give me control again quickly. Because once again, I've already clicked it. There we go.
Right.
I screwed up. Someone of lower status like myself, a peace treaty would be much appreciated. It seems that Lord Doran has a different opinion than us. The situation within our army is terrible. It's completely rotten. There seems to be people who are colluding with the worshippers of the evil god at the heart of the country. Oh, you think it's actually our own people colluding with the evil gods? Because it is. It's such a waste that a peace treaty was finally arranged with the Ogre Empire. I wonder what Lord Doran is thinking. What the hell is Master Dolan thinking? Rosso, what do you want? I don't recall summoning someone like you. We actually already saw that conversation. It was just infinity ago. What nationality is Shin? Asks Sveklad. Good question. I would say probably infant. I think that they're correct that, like, the infants sort of, or the evil god sort of hired among the infants. They're the ones that got fooled more so. So this is where I actually started this episode. Let's go around this way. This is the Infants Gallon Castle. Timeout. Oh no. Lately, a mineral called Torunen has been found in the nearby caves. It's said to have been discovered, but I haven't seen it yet myself. Wow, you haven't seen some mineral. How much more exciting would your life have been if you'd seen a mineral? This is called Gallon Castle, the key defensive point in the western region of infantry. An important strategic point located near 2 shat mines.
Good old shat mines.
Good old shat mines. Mining is important. Seems the worshippers of the evil god are abducting people and turning them into monsters. Can you, like, give me a hint as a place to go or something? I can't sleep peacefully at night. I smell a timeout. Damn, I'm in trouble. Hey, look at that! I can immediately re-query.
What does a timeout smell like?
It's really a problem. It smells like blood. It smells like blood. When I was joking about the shit tunnel, I was much closer than I thought to Specklat in chat. Just a tense issue. The prices of goods sold in stores. Oh god, shut up! Nobody cares. Yes, Van Whitman. Basically, the ogres and the infants are like they're historical enemies, and the worshippers of the evil gods are using that enmity as a, you know, to sort of to play them off each other and take over from the background.
I think you just mixed up enmity and animosity.
I did exactly do that. Enmity. I like it. I like it. I'll go with enmity. It's my new word.
Why not?
The southern shat mine located south of this castle. They mine so much shat. There's always conflict between both countries over control of the mineral resources in the southern. I feel like this detail about like the shat mineral mining was just not part of the plot of the Ogre Empire. Like, I don't think I missed it. I think it just wasn't there. Well, this is obviously something.
Cutscene.
Nina, is the Torunen ore really here? No.
It's funny.
Exactly, Van Whitman.
Strange.
Guano is super valuable. You need the nitrogen. It's strange. It was certainly said to be here. What do you just, are you oh wait, she is a prospector. Okay, never mind. I was about to say, are you some kind of prospector you can instantly recognize ores? Yes, is the answer to that. That's why we have her on the team. She's a prospector. I wonder what happened. Oh no, it's the eggheads. No,
Yay!
Attack of the eggheads. Dearborn. My father was a deer and my mother was a very confused human. What are you doing here?
It's not D-E-E-R.
Yes?
No, I'm saying
that's how you spell. Wow. I'm too sick to spell is the thing. I'm too sick to spell, so...
Darber is a horrible translation, by the way. Deable, like Van Whitman says, is probably the best.
Heretics, followers of the evil god. Evil god? Google Translate doing a bang-up job as always. DC says it's Diablo, which clearly is what it is, but I prefer Dearborn.
Well, it's not Diablo. It's not Diablo. I mean, I think Van Whitman's closest.
So I think that we had the one that's like close to being a transliteration of Diablo, and the one that's close to being a transliteration of Satan. Yeah. And I think that it's Diablo and it's Satan.
Well, no. I think it's meant to be close. It's not meant to be exactly.
Why are they in a place like this? Because to do evil from the makers of Hungry Hippos, evil gods, Specklad. Why did it have to come to this? Why is this happening? It seems that we have been followed. Apparently, the sniffing of our movements is...
Apparently, the sniffing of our movements is...
I am so glad I re-added Google Translate. I mean, the translation from ChatGPT is so much better, but the translation from Google Translate is flawless. It's you guys. Perfect timing. I'll use you as bait for him. You're gonna use Rosebear as bait for boy? Well, I suppose that follows.
Good bait. Nanda!
What's that monster? What the hell is that monster? Just different levels of emphasis in the two translations. Could it be they are also behind that monster? Well, I mean, they are physically behind it right now. Could it be that this was also the work of the cultists is a better translation in this case? Yeah.
Yeah.
Twin keel. Okay. Listen up, twin keel. Twink eel? Twink eel?
Twink eel! Twink eel! Swinky.
Van Whitman suggests twinkle. I think twinkle and twink eel are both excellent possible transliterations.
It's not twinkle. It was twin keel.
Mm-mm. Take care of those foolish humans over there. Kill everybody. Since we're cheating like crazy, does not matter what anybody does. Oh my god, why is Rose... Oh god. I'm sicker than I thought I was.
I thought you weren't sick anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sicker than I thought I was, because I had thought I wasn't sick anymore. I think you should replay every bootleg with the new translation, suggests Specklad in chat. I don't know about that, but certainly it's the new style from now on. Why can't I... What? He can't walk here. Pardon? Is there another path? Oh, is that a gap? No,
it doesn't look like one?
I don't think so. I think it's a gap. I think it's just impossible to tell because of the isometric view. Yeah, because see how...
it is possible to tell if you count the number of tiles. Well, I guess if there's no place where it reconnects down... Yeah, if you counted the number of tiles down there, you could actually determine, but I wouldn't do that.
Instead, I'm just going to walk around. I'm going to assume that indeed is a gap and this game is lame enough to do that. At least World of Warcraft for NES says Speclad. Actually, that one, perhaps more so than any other, deserves a retranslation. Yeah, see, because he can get down that way, so obviously it's not that he just can't walk down a short distance. Okay, Egghead, time to die. I'm not sick. Stop telling me I'm sick.
Yowweasel is not sick.
I am not sick. I'm not sick.
Any suggestion that Yowweasel is sick is punishable by death.
It's really unfortunate that I got sick on a... Rousseau is moving faster than Well, I guess he wrote... Rousseau is moving faster than Sanix, just Van Whitman and chat. I mean, yeah, his AC is 0, so he moves infinitely fast as opposed to the speed of sound. He moves faster than light. It's unfortunate.
Even if he moved as fast as light, that wouldn't be distinguishable from faster than light compared to the rest of these guys.
Well, compared to the rest of these guys, yeah. It is so.
From a physics standpoint, it certainly would be distinguishable.
Yeah. I was gonna, because you can't get the signal that he moved faster than light, but you still can get a signal that makes it clear that he moved faster than light. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I got sick on a Saturday because that's like maximum sickness time in terms of streams.
Optic, Speclad says, instead of Sonic, or you could also say Photonic.
Photonic the Hedgehog. I guarantee you that's 12 people's distinct Sonic OCs. Did the heretics create even that monsters? That I moved to the Google Translate one at the last word and made it plural. Thank goodness, it seems we managed to survive. Good, looks like you were saved somehow. I don't care if I'm alive. Nina-san. Oh no, Speclad's already posting Photonic the Hedgehog fan art. Unfortunately, it seems that it wasn't here after all. It being presumably the ore. Yeah, we were just attacked by monsters, believe it or not. I have other concerns than the ore.
And the description, by the way, my Sonic fan character, with his firepower and light speed, he is a worthy opponent to any Sonic character.
Fire moves at the speed of chemistry. Oh well, searching for ore was just a small thing after all. Oh, I'm not complaining about you. I'm complaining about the person who wrote that.
Right.
Most of it was just baseless rumors. It's troubling. Most of them are full of false jokes.
False jokes.
False jokes.
What is a false joke?
Jokes can be true. They usually aren't. What do you plan to do now? Well, you're here, so I guess I'll follow you to the ends of the earth.
I thought you were about to say something else that starts with an F.
That thing inside the cave is to the end of the earth. It's impossible to search for rocks by myself. What does Sonic do to its fans? Asks Van Whitman in chat. What an excellent question. Why do these things exist? In that case, why don't you come with us?
Always stone.
We can't always just search for rocks after all. Literally her job. Join me, Prospector, and never look for rocks again. I think it's much safer than being alone. Identical translations. Wow, good job. Yes, in that case, I'll rely on your kindness. I'll let you spoil me. So, did we do it, or... Like, now what? What did I achieve? Game, give me some direction. Join me, Nita, and I will make your rocks the greatest in Korodai, or else you will die. I need to only do deep voice, voices when I'm sick.
Yes, you should definitely do more voices that are tough on your vocal tract.
Why did I translate this? I know what it says. Did you want to buy something?
That person's name Lineback?
Yes. Yep. I recall seeing them before. Their name is Lineback. Don't judge him for his linebackerness. Hello. Stronger weapon, you say?
Stone Saber.
That's the best thing to make a sword out of. Stone Saber, a pair of close range swords, so it's scissors.
Huh. Scissors made of stone.
Scissors made of stone. Best thing to make scissors out of.
That sounds super effective.
There it is.
If you want, like,
Why
very...
Can't you? Oh, you can't use this because you have a shield.
That might infect the enemy badly.
You know, sometimes you have to play the long game. And get you some.
I mean,
better.
your character is the opposite of playing the long game. No, that's not. I didn't mean it that way. I meant the fact that they go instantaneously.
Oh yeah, true. Do you know the origin of the name Infant? Yes, we've seen this before. And yet I'm translating it again.
South Snow something.
Is the Stone Saber made of stone, or is it still stuck in stone? Asks TC in chat. Yeah, the infants are named for a certain species of violets. Why? I don't frickin' know. Yeah. He doesn't tell you that part. That's the interesting part. So now what? We've met some evil god worshippers. Bukovic.
I'm gonna choose to interpret that as evil god worshippers.
Stone scissors work fine. I just whack boxes multiple times and the sellotape just disintegrates. No issues, says Dan in chat. I mean, in all seriousness, like, we made cutting implements out of stone for way longer than we have made them out of metal. They work fine. Just, you know, maybe not as good as an iron sword. Alright, I'll tell you. We've already seen this conversation. Just keep running around until plot happens, says Veclad. That's all I'm left to. Looked like humans, but their skin was rotten. Yeah. Oh, man. Will it be more annoying for me to have a cough drop in my mouth or for me to cough? I think cough drop is less annoying. Leanna. Oh, yeah. She's our bride-to-be, except not. Cough drop. Yeah, we've already talked to you. Don't do anything reckless, whatever. Cough drop well, you're getting the cough drop ASMR right now. There's cough drop sounds right here. I should tag my stream, cough drop ASMR. This is the Eternal Neutral City of Applicant. Eternal Neutral City Applicant. Weirdest name for a city possible, but here we are. Do you know about the volunteer army Sikh? I preferred it as chic or Sikh, as in the religion.
I mean, it says chic.
The ruins around Applicant have become the base for the Sikh army. Seek the army. Because that ruins over there were neglected and no one approached it. Interesting grammar. I think obscure furry VTuber cough drop ASMR might be a unique tag combination. I'm getting that niche market. Somebody's looking for exactly that, and they have found what they're looking for. Looks like it was just the right place for their base. Have I been to Applicant as Rosso? I don't think I have. Shop Freedom Wing. If I had a chicken wing shop, I would name it Freedom Wing. But only if it was in the US.